My first year at university started out like anyone else's, a mixture of excitement and nerves. I'd just finished unpacking when my family left, and later that day, my roommate arrived. Right away, I could tell he was unlike anyone I'd met. As I introduced myself, offering my hand, he stared at it, as though unsure what to do. After a pause, he laughed in a strange, hollow way and gave me the weakest handshake imaginable. When I asked his name, he finally mumbled, "Dale." Making small talk felt pointless. He only replied with one-word answers, usually accompanied by an awkward smile or a forced chuckle. After a few minutes, we both drifted into our own worlds, silently glued to our laptops. The awkwardness was almost stifling, and I decided I'd request a roommate change. Anyone would be better than Dale, or so I thought. As the evening wore on, I went exploring around campus, meeting a few students who seemed pretty cool. Returning to my room, I found Dale still in exactly the same position, staring blankly at his laptop. I greeted him, but he didn't respond, which didn't surprise me at this point. Around 9:30, I switched off the light and tried to sleep, but Dale kept his screen on until the early hours. Finally, around 3 a.m., he shut it off, and I drifted to sleep, but not for long. The blinds had somehow been drawn open, allowing pale moonlight to flood the room. I squinted and saw Dale sitting on the edge of his bed, staring directly at me. "Dale, what are you doing?" I whispered, feeling a chill crawl up my spine. He muttered a quick, "Sorry," then lay back down, but sleep wouldn't return for me that night. The next day, Dale was up and gone before I even opened my eyes. During orientation, I was relieved to meet other students and make some friends. While passing the campus gardens, I heard a couple of people pointing at something strange in the bushes. Sure enough, it was Dale, crouched in the dirt, intently rubbing the bark of a tree. I stayed silent, slightly embarrassed, and told the others he was my roommate. They gave me sympathetic looks, and we shared an awkward laugh. I learned later that day that the school had assigned me a new roommate. The news was a huge relief. That night, I went out with my new friends, finally feeling optimistic. But when I returned, Dale was sitting stiffly on the desk chair, staring at the door. Hey, Dale," I muttered. He simply replied, "Nothing," in an eerie monotone. When I opened my laptop, I noticed something odd. Several emails were open, as well as folders I hadn't touched. I immediately knew Dale had been snooping. Frustrated, I questioned him, and he snapped back with an unconvincing, "No!" His denial was so abrupt it was almost comical. Not wanting to make a scene, I let it go, reminding myself I'd be out of there soon. But as I packed my pajamas, I felt that my things had been shifted around in my bag. I told myself to hold on just one more night. That night, I woke to a soft, unsettling noise, the faint sound of a zipper being drawn. I sat up to find Dale on the floor, rummaging through my belongings. I turned on the lamp, catching him red-handed. He stammered something about looking for his toothbrush, but I wasn't fooled. His bizarre behavior was beyond anything I'd dealt with before, and I just wanted out. The next day, I moved into my new dorm and met my new roommate, who, while quiet, was far better company than Dale. But that night, I was jolted awake once more by a soft, irregular clicking noise. It seemed to come from just outside my door. I listened closely and realized the sound was the doorknob, faintly rattling. Someone was trying to unlock it. Peeking through the peephole, I saw the top of someone's head, tilted down so I couldn't see their face. A wave of dread hit me as I recognized the disheveled hair and realized it was Dale. He was trying to break in. I called campus security, and within minutes they arrived, finding Dale outside, fiddling with the lock. They restrained him, and I explained everything, from the eerie stares to the invasion of my privacy. I never saw him again. Whether he was suspended or expelled, I didn't know, nor did I care. I went on to have a relatively normal university experience, yet that spine-chilling ordeal with Dale sometimes haunts me to this day.